to my kitchen. Today, another one bowl wonder. I love these things. So we're going to be making lemony caramel chews today. All in here, all in the microwave. Now, you will need one more item for when it comes out of the microwave, a little small dish that you'll be able to pour it in with some either parchment paper or wax paper. That's all you'll need other than the ingredients. So why don't we go ahead and get cooking? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to melt our butter. Okay, so once your butter is melted, go ahead and add your cream to it and fully incorporate the butter and the cream together before you add your other ingredients. 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. Make sure you break up any big lumps you might have in there, okay? And then 1/4 cup of corn syrup. Alright, so it's all mixed up. Keep as much off of the sides as you can. Scrape it down to the bottom. I don't add the lemon yet. You can add salt. You can add salt if you want. And then go ahead and now cook it for 1.5 minutes. So at this point, after the first 1.5 minutes, it is going to be very, very hot. You're going to make sure that you take it out with a pot holder. So you're going to go ahead and stir it again. I'll give you a little peek there. Can you see it? So just give it a stir, mix it all up. You'll see that there's 2 different colors in there now as the sugars are melting and melding together. And the cream needs to come together and the butter. So give it a real good stir and you'll see that it'll actually go down a little bit because of the bubbles that were in it. So just kind of stir it until it's all one color again. Alright? You're going to put it back in for another 1.5 minutes. While this is cooking, you want to prepare your other container. So what I've done is I've just taken wax paper and I've kind of just wrapped it around and I've sprayed it with some oil. Now you can just wipe the oil on, you don't have to use the spray oil, but you're going to be putting the caramel into this dish when it's done. After that 1.5 minutes, make sure you take it out using pot holders because you can see, do you see all the bubbles in there? It is very, very, very hot. Okay, and this is where it is caramelized at this point. So now what you're going to do is go ahead and add that lemon. And make sure that that lemon is fully incorporated. Okay. Now one of the things that I do is I have an extra piece of wax paper here and I go and I smear some of it on there and I'll show you why in a minute. Go ahead and put this back in and only for another 1 minute and that is it. Okay, so why do I do this? The reason I do this is number one, caramel is molten. Don't ever lick the spoon or the spatula or anything. What you're testing for is to see if it's caramelizing enough, and you can see that this is not quite caramelized enough. That's going to tell you if you need to cook it more. We're going to take it out again. And I think I may need one more cook on this. Now, you don't want to get it too hot, because if it gets too hot, it goes to the hard crack stage, and then you're going to end up with really hard caramel. I'm just going to, I may have added too much lemon juice. Lemon juice will, so I spread some more out. I'm just going to wait a moment here. Randall it. Yeah, this is more of a sauce still. And you'll be able to tell by the taste, because it gets real. Yeah, see, I'm going to need to put some of that lemon juice on. Okay, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? All under 6 minutes, as long as you have all your ingredients already pre-measured out. And there's only 5 ingredients. I mean, there's 3 sugars and some lemon, some butter, and some cream, and that's about it. So super, super easy. Here I made a batch earlier, and here they are now. This batch I put into the refrigerator, so they're kind of hard. If you leave them out, they will get room temperature and soft and chewy again. I love these things. Do you want to taste them? I always offer, but here. No? No? Okay. All right. All for me. Now, this is a small batch. That's all I did. And out of this, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 20 pieces. So, you know, it's just a small little batch. You can double and triple, but you need to make sure your bowl is bigger, because you saw that it does bubble up. On this one and that last cook, it bubbled to about here. So, and that was just with a 1/4 cup of each ingredient. If you start doubling it, you need to make sure that you're doubling that bowl size also, okay? And as I said earlier, do not lick the spatula, do not lick the spoon. Caramel is molten hot, all right? That's about all I have. Oh, one thing you can do also, sorry, I forgot, is flake salt. You can put some of this about a ½ an hour after it starts to cool down. When you can flip it out, you can put that molten salt up, You can put the flake salt on there, and then you can put it in the refrigerator. I don't put the salt on until I take it out of the refrigerator, then I usually put the salt on. Now when you go to cut it, lightly, 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 lightly oil your knife and then cut it, okay? That's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. You can find this recipe and others over on my website, which you'll find in the description below, a link to it, okay? All right, you guys, enjoy life. It's the one you have. Bye-bye.